Maggie, you're going to sell some of those trays. I hope so. Hey, welcome everybody. Oh, I haven't turned. Welcome everybody. Katie, are you missing something?
I have this in my microphone.
Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Katie, can you do it one-handed or do you need me to clip you?
I need you to clip me. Oh,
Where do you want clipped?
in my heavy breathing area.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good morning. Good morning. It's a Halloween day at Memory Bound.
Everybody.
Halloween Thursday. So
Okay, all right. I think we're good, Kelly. I think
we're
good
here.
with Maggie.
Maggie's here, and we're so
Good
excited about that.
morning.
And you know, if Maggie's here and it's Tim Holtz, Maggie plus Tim Holtz plus Halloween, it doesn't get any better than that.
Match made in Halloween land.
Yes,
There.
it is.
If
it
we
is.
only had
it's perfect.
something Christmassy.
Oh,
Oh!
Katie, what a setup! What a
And it's
setup!
not even the 4th of July
No,
yet.
that's okay. It's time for
Christmas
Halloween.
is coming early to Memory Bound.
It's June, so July is Christmas in July, Halloween in June. There we go.
We got it all going on.
There we go.
But anyway, welcome everybody. We're so glad you're here. Happy Thursday. And you know, we got a couple of traveling crafters coming our way.
Do we really?
morning. We do. So we can't
Wonderful.
wait to see you gals
Yay.
and hear about your travels and your adventures and where you've been and where you're going. And we're so happy you're coming to Memory Bound.
Yes.
Okay, and if you can't travel, you know, we do have an online store. So if you if you
yeah.
can't make it to Ankeny, we're Memory Bound. We're located right in the middle of Iowa, a suburb of Des Moines, but we also have an online store.
Yes, which is fabulous.
So
I was going to show.
Katie, what did we do yesterday?
Um,
Oh, Alicia
was here.
Alicia was
Yes.
here yesterday.
Yes.
So I wasn't here, but I watched the video, and a big
Yes.
shout out,
She did
Alicia,
amazing.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Another Tim Holtz maker.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
I identified with everything.
She was a lot
said
like
or did.
Oh, yeah,
Maggie
talk
and
louder, girl.
Alicia.
Friend.
Oh,
So if
yes.
you had a good time yesterday, you're going to have a good time today too.
Yes.
And Maggie also loves Halloween, so she's got a Halloween treat for us. Katie, I
Yeah.
guess we got Halloween, we've got Christmas, and we got 4th of July
I
happening.
mean, I love it. That's just, perfect
Oh,
for you
Maggie,
because
will you get those 2 specials from the front counter for 4th of July? We've got
Good
2
morning,
specials.
everyone. Welcome. Again,
So-
we're Memory Bound in Ankeny.
Welcome, welcome. We're so glad you're
Ankeny, Iowa,
here.
just north of Des Moines.
We're right, just, whoops.
Oh, whoops. What's on here?
Anyway,
jeepers.
we're going to hop to 4th of July because look what
Yes.
came. This was on my desk this morning when I
Oh,
got in.
oh.
It must have come yesterday. Oh, thank you, Katie.
Yep, sorry.
So we got this pretty red box, and we're going to
it's
show
the
you
gold
what's.
foil, so we know.
It's got the goil. It's
The
got the goil, or the royal, the
Yeah.
royal goil. So let's open it up, Katie. Have
All right.
a look over here.
Yep.
We want all of you to enjoy this as much as we do. So we
good
open it
morning,
up. We got
Jennifer
tissue,
Snellen.
paper. Oh gosh, here's a card.
Oh,
Memory
she
Bound.
used the Simple Stories
Vintage
Vintage
Seeds.
Seeds.
And look
that
at the
you used
Nouveau
the other day.
drops.
Look at the handwriting.
Yeah. Let's,
My
oh.
oh.
Every time you turn around, I don't want to rip that, Katie. I'm going to
Oh,
get my
my
little
goodness.
knife here.
When Bonnie came in about a week or so ago.
Oh, she was here, Bonnie L.
She was.
Yes.
And we got to talking about starting our own kindergarten school together.
Oh,
And then
how
I was
wonderful.
so excited about the colors in here because she was looking for kind of red, white, and blue. So I showed her this vintage seeds, and I must have liked it really well because then I ended up making.
That's right. Maggie made tags
It is
with
such.
it too.
Oh my gosh!
Look at the layers.
that. Keith, is there any? I don't even know. The camera does
so
not do
good at
it
layers.
justice.
It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
the gold.
6, 7, 8,
It's
like
like
10
her
layers.
trademark, isn't it?
And it says, "Have a star-spangled
Look
day."
at that.
And this little tag swings off with a nice little message from Bonnie.
Oh my
It says
goodness.
the papers for these treats were an inspiration from Maggie.
Oh, good
So
job,
thanks, Maggie, for assisting me on my last visit. I love this paper collection.
Thank
And it
you,
says
Bonnie, because I
whoops.
got excited about it too.
Happy 4th of July. I thought those were stuck there, but the little clip came off. Okay, so really cute
That's
card,
beautiful.
very nice. Nice envelope.
Beautiful, beautiful Maggie.
I feel like
Bonnie
and Maggie.
and Maggie,
for
for giving
inspiring
her that.
You just inspired
Beautiful.
me.
Oh my
Oh!
gosh, Katie. Take a look at this.
I haven't seen this yet.
So they're little M&M treats.
Oh my gosh, Bonnie.
Bonnie,
Oh,
a little class on how
She needs
Seriously.
to. Oh my
okay, so
gosh.
people are going to want to know what she used.
She wrote it in her card there.
Okay.
We can look at it and see. But
Look at that. And then they're like little, oh my word. And they have,
so many
oh
layers.
my gosh.
Bonnie.
Bonnie, thank you. It's
Thank you
like
so
thank
much.
you doesn't seem to be enough to say that she remembers us every month and sends us something.
This morning I said, wouldn't you have liked to have her as your kindergarten child?
I did not. Was she a kindergarten teacher?
I think.
Oh
She
my
told me
gosh.
She told me that she was
That's a double waboom.
no,
Waboom,
she
waboom.
was like a special ed or something, but I thought at one time she was kindergarten too.
It's beautiful.
Well, Bonnie was a
thank
teacher, and you can tell she's very crafty. And any of you watching us are probably crafters, and you probably know what it took to make
Oh
these.
my gosh,
and
she's got Nuvo drops up there.
Bonnie, we
and
really
double
appreciate
twine.
it. That's very sweet.
Wow. She's getting all sorts of hearts and wows.
And oh my gosh. And you might,
My gosh.
and many of you know
Yeah.
that we lost a staff member last week, and
Yeah.
on M&M's and Pepsi
Oh, we're
were
her favorite.
our Bonnie's
yes.
things. So it kind of brings
Our
a little
Bonnie,
tear
yeah,
to our eyes
it does,
also,
yeah.
for sure.
Thank
So
you, Bonnie
we will
Al.
definitely pass these out, and that is amazing.
Yes, beautiful.
And
Card is phenomenal.
thank you, Maggie. And then we do have two 4th of July specials, Katie, that I want to
Yeah,
mention.
absolutely.
We have this ephemera from God Bless America.
Okay.
It's normally $4.99, and it's $1.49.
Oh wow,
So it's-
$1.49.
Yeah, it's $1.49. Look at the
Oh.
lemonade on the front for all of our lemon. Did
Perfect,
you notice that,
yeah.
Maggie? It's got lemonade right on the front. And then we also have the Echo Park America stamp set.
Ooh, that's a good
And
stamp
it's
set.
normally
Let's get a close-up
$13.99,
on
and
that.
it's $8.99. So that's also on sale. And
Nice.
those you'll find if you go to shopping and go to themes and go to patriotic. They're both there. Or give us a call, and we're happy to help you. Or are you going to show that, Katie?
Yeah, if I can.
You'll have to.
All
here,
right.
you show
Oh,
it,
okay.
and I'll do the
So
camera.
I don't do my passcode. Whoops. All right. So we do have an online. Oh, we do have an online
Oh.
store.
I got to give this to Maggie. She's got to take
No,
over.
I'm not any better.
All right.
All right. So we're jumping from to Tim to show Tim.
Yeah,
sales.
yeah, that's what we're
So
doing.
those are sale items also that you can find on our website. But I just wanted to show you when you go to our website. How should I do this? When
Sorry,
you
I'm
go.
reading a comment. I'm
Yeah, that's all
ignoring
right.
you.
Okay, that's
Okay.
kind of typical. But all right, so you go to our website, so you can put in, you can Google Memory Bound Shopping, and you go to shop online, and we have lemon for lemon days. But if you click on,
You did click.
I
evidently.
did, I
She
clicked
clicked
on.
on-
Ooh, I must
she
have
clicked-
really hot fingers.
Yeah, is that what it does?
Yeah. So then you'll come to new items on any of our new stuff, which we will talk about today. We have a new, some new product. But Tim Holtz, you click on his cute little face, and then the items that we have, and we have a lot
That
of
are
Tim
on sale.
Holtz.
This is only the stuff that's marked down. Tim
Right.
Holtz is all over our
Yeah.
website. It's all over our store. We carry all of his inks and most all of his ideology. And
Yeah. But it's loading slowly, but when you click on his cute little face, then it's going to take you to all the items that are on sale.
so all of our Tim items that are discounted for
Yeah.
our Tim Holtz series that we're doing
Nothing like a femur.
is on there. Yeah, if you need a femur, there you go. And Katie and Maggie are going to show you some of
Yeah.
that product too.
Yep, so I'm just scrolling through so you can see that on there. And then I think if you go to new items, there's the, I say the,
Uncharted Manor.
yes, thank you. But how is the new Christmas line on here?
It is.
Would it be towards the
It's
bottom?
going to be under no. It should
Oh.
be moved back up to graphic. It's alphabetical.
Oh, it is? I'm learning something.
Right there.
Oh, there we go. And it is called, I don't
It's
have my
called
glasses
Warm
on.
Wishes,
All right.
and we're going to show you the
Yep.
new papers because we want to do
if
Christmas,
you
4th
click
of July,
there.
and Halloween all in one day.
Absolutely.
And we're going to show
There
you that
go.
in person.
Yeah, let's see it in person. I think that would be better. But as you can see, everything is online.
Oh yeah,
Everything's
Give that
online,
to
and
Maggie.
so just check out our website.
Sorry, Katie.
It's okay.
All right, so let's have a
switch.
quick
All
let's
right.
have a quick look at
Quick
Warm
look.
Wishes, and then we're going to head over to Maggie,
Yeah.
and Maggie and Katie will show you all the special stuff.
Kathy, do you see what? I want to do this, Katie. Okay. See our phone holder? Oh, sorry, Kelly.
Oh, is Kathy watching so she could see our phone holder?
I bet. I think she was, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we love
yeah.
that.
Our phone holder. It's a squirrel for our squirrel moments. Just a
It
few
is,
of
it's
them.
really
Yeah.
cute.
And
I
we
saw-
absolutely love
Katie,
it.
I saw a real squirrel last night. We went and got some ice cream, and then we went to the park.
Yes.
It's an exciting evening.
It
And
is.
we were sitting on a bench, and there was a squirrel right behind us that didn't like us, and he
Oh,
kept
was he
making
chatting
sounds.
at you? Tripping
Yes.
at you? Yeah.
And then he got, so we're ignoring him, and then he came up above us over a branch,
Oh!
and he was in attack mode, so we had to move. The squirrel won.
Seen a squirrel in a tank.
See, Maggie's never seen that before. But anyway, let's get to warm wishes so we can get on with the day. So warm wishes is just in from Graphic 45.
All right.
It is seriously beautiful. And speaking of Bonnie's gold,
Yes.
there's a lot of gold in here. And when we
Oh,
got
Bonnie,
this
oh, you're gonna
in,
love
we
it.
thought this would be so beautiful with her gold. And I think she's maybe got it already.
Oh, did she really?
I think
it's
possibly.
very classy looking.
It
I
is,
think,
very
with,
traditional.
Yeah, with
And
the
this is
golds
what
in
they
it.
call the solids. So it's got solids and patterns that
Yes.
coordinate. And then we do have the individual papers that we can show here real quick.
Yep. I'm just gonna do full. Woo! Full
Oh, wait, it's
screen-
upside down.
Full screenshots. Yeah. All right.
So that's beautiful. And I tend to want to put the barcode strip on the back. Now, when I flip this, you'll see the gold.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna hold.
So,
switch
Katie,
hands
we
so
are
you
going to
can-
order some more gold paper in because
It's
we're going
just
to need
very,
it for this. And where are we going to put a
beautiful.
Christmas collection? I don't think
Gosh,
we're
I
ready
don't
for
know.
this.
That's really cool.
Because tomorrow starts Christmas in July, and we're going to have a whole category of just Christmas stuff on sale. So if you're in the mood and you want to do some Christmas in July shopping, check back with
really
us
pretty.
tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't get that all done. You're just going a little too fast.
All right, let me back up.
Thank you. There we go. Now I got to the bottom of it. It's really beautiful.
It is. It's really lovely.
Classic colors, but I love the gold they added
look at
to it. It's
this.
beautiful. Yes.
You know, if you're an Iowa Hawkeye fan, I think this paper right here you could use
that's a
for
good
lots
plaid.
of things.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
That's
I think
if you can use Christmas paper for a college, that's pretty impressive. And that's more of a green.
and I think we showed
Yeah.
the next one, but I don't think
Okay.
we've shown this one.
No,
have
this
we?
is like their title page, I always call it. It's
Which
the
you could
full
frame.
page of it, yeah. And then the gold in the back.
I think they did a really good job.
They did.
A couple years ago, their Christmas was kind of average. Last year it was good,
really
and I
pretty with
think
the
it's even
cardinals.
better
Yeah.
this year.
It's just really, really, I love the word ones. Yeah.
So this is online, like Katie showed you. If you
Yeah.
go to shopping and go to new, and then go to Graphic 45, Christmas wishes, warm wishes.
Warm wishes.
We have a Christmas wishes that we ordered today from 49 and Market.
Oh, wonderful.
So if you've been seeing previews of the 49 and Market, they're all coming to Memory Bound. We can't wait. And here's the journal cards.
Oops.
And here's what
Okay.
they look like.
Trying to focus in on those. I hope you guys can see those. All right.
And then we have the ephemera.
Trying to read comments, but I can't get it to scroll up, Kelly.
It's hard to read comments on the horizontal.
Yeah, okay, here we
And
go.
guess what else with this collection, Katie?
What?
We are going to have a card kit designed by Janet.
Oh, wow, that's
So
going to be
we
beautiful.
can look forward to
Oh
that.
my gosh.
We're going to give her a little time off since her Care and Concern card kit just came out.
Yeah. Oh my
But Warm Wishes is
gosh.
another collection that
It's
she's going to be
just
using.
So it's traditional with a touch of class, I think.
And then we do have these 8x8
Yeah. It's
papers,
beautiful.
which are the same papers, just a little smaller pattern. And we have the stamp set. I'm not sure where it's at, but we
Okay.
also have the stamp set.
Perfect. The
Okay.
paper is gorgeous.
So
It's
Maggie,
absolutely
are you
gorgeous.
ready? Maggie's ready
All
to go?
I think I am ready.
So we've got a whole table
All
of,
right.
I don't know if you want to show this last or
We'll show
first.
that after.
After?
the fact, I think.
Okay. Yeah, the cover sheet of that will cut down and fit into your Tim Holtz trays. You know what they were asking for? A face, a Tim Holtz face that you have to put in their trays.
Oh my
To have like a print that, and they can
This
put it in their
would
tray.
be so cool.
Oh, is that adorable? Yes, we can do that. We're gonna do that.
Well, I don't think Tim would care.
Look at that. This would
Also,
fit
it's like
for-
all quiet.
this is his Disney emoji, that
Yeah.
you can make for yourself. But this would fit perfect. The 8.5 is perfect, and then you would just cut off there.
So do we need to make those available? Well, we'll look into it.
We'll
see
look
if it's
into it and
possible.
see. Yeah.
We printed that here, so I'm sure we can, if he allows it.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Now, if I were Tim, I would like my picture on a tray.
Let's do a Maggie. Let's just put
do
Maggie's
Maggie's
picture.
picture.
Let's just do a Maggie picture. Let's do like your Christmas.
That might not be your best
like
seller.
your Christmas cover CD that you made all of us.
That's right, my
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
Christmas songs.
Yep.
That's been a few years ago.
It has. I still have my. We do favorite things at Christmas, and Maggie made a CD of her favorite Christmas songs, and the cover of her CD was Maggie's face
With
a
a
hat on.
Santa hat on.
Yeah, it was very clever. It was great. I still have mine.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
All right.
Yes.
So Maggie, what are you sharing with us today?
Well, today...
Should I head on over here?
Yes,
Before-
today I get excited about Halloween, and my
Yes.
favorite time of year is in July when the Halloween stuff starts coming in. The
And I
Halloween
can
in
vouch
fall.
for that. She just gets about giddy.
Yes, and when Alicia said something about, I don't get too excited about the spring and summer, I'm going, I'm
know.
right there with you, girl.
Well, I heard you, and she said about the bright summer colors, and I'm like, oh,
I
that's like
know.
my favorite.
But anyway, I'm going to show you, I took this tray.
All right, hold on one second. I'm just giving a little overall look here, and up and down. Oh, Maggie.
And this.
Look at it like a
does close
window.
out. What's wrong? Oh, that's in the
It's
way.
because that's fabulous.
So it's an apothecary door open to an apothecary.
So I've been watching Stranger Things, and if you guys have been watching
Oh.
Stranger Things, this kind of puts it all good for it.
So anyway, Katie, I made that Tim Holtz tray. We made the lemon tray, made the Tim Holtz tray, and I figured that was thinking inside the box. So I had to think of a way to think outside the box. So I took that same tray and created a door. So now you are inside and outside the box.
Oh my gosh, Maggie, you are just so clever.
I had a lot of fun making this.
I agree. Julie Belden says Maggie never disappoints, and I completely agree. You're kind of like Tim. Just when I think you can't think of something new, you do.
Well,
And
today,
it's just, you up your game.
what I'm going to do, this is
Yeah.
not a kit, I'm sorry to say,
Okay,
but
because it would be 10,000 little pieces.
yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is when I'm making a kit, I have to try to, for as far as costs for the kit, I try to use things that I can have multiples of.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when you just want to just create and you have a stash of your own, it's so much easier because you can put whatever you want. And anyway, so the process for this was I started out with the tray. That was my starting thing.
Yeah. So hold on one second.
Yes.
Here. I'm trying to catch up on comments here. You're going to go, like, for the tray, you're going to show us what the centerpiece. She's going to
Yes.
show us how she made that, and you're going to go, oh my.
I'm going
Like
to
it was
show
like a-
you and kind of talk you through
Yeah.
it. I am not going to demo it, but I'm just going to
Right.
talk you through it. But I just wanted you to know that I started out with this tray, which is the Tim Holtz vignette display panel. It's 9 by 9. The inside is 8.5 by 8.5.
So Maggie took that, and she made it into this. But the door obviously isn't part of the tray. It is not a kit. Because what she wants you to do is you might already have some Halloween or some Tim Holtz stuff, and you can pull from that too.
I want you to get every bit of Halloween. And so my
Yeah.
process was I started with this, and I started with this paper. And remember Tuesday when I told you you'd see that paper again?
Yep.
This is Curator's, what is it called?
Yeah.
The Meadow Solids, Curator 49 and Market, 49 and Market, Curator's Meadow.
And show the back so they know. Like the back is
And
green.
you know what? You could have used the back side too.
You
I was
could.
looking for something very neutral, but
Mm-hmm.
still had some stuff going on in the background. This just, I
Oh
loved
yeah.
it.
I'm going to I'm coming in close on you so they can see the actual patterns in the back.
So
it's a little bit of
remember
writing.
the art behind the art.
Yeah.
So you don't want to use just some
Very cool.
plain. So we do have this available. I actually took some home a couple weeks ago to make sure that we had enough so that if you want to create, you've got some here. Okay, so That was my basis. Those were my two inspirations.
Oh,
was
that's
this
it?
and this. Yes.
That, and you came up with that?
Yes.
Oh, my.
So I was trying to think of a way.
Okay,
to
hold
think
on. I have
outside
to
the
share a
box.
quick story, Maggie, just because I started working, Maggie and I taught together, and then I started working at Memory Bound, and then Maggie retired, and I said, you need to work at Memory Bound. And you know what she told me, everyone? I can't. I'm not that creative. Wah, wah, wah.
I think my teaching years
God.
stifled my creativity. But
Oh, Maggie.
you know what's funny though is from the very first day I started working here, the Tim Holtz area just intrigued me, and I kept walking over to the Tim Holtz area and looking. But I
was calling your
know.
name.
I didn't know a thing about any of the inks and
Yeah.
the embossings and all that. I was so afraid when a customer came in because I didn't want to go over there because I didn't know.
Oh, gosh, and now look at you.
I love it. So
You like swim in it.
and yesterday Alicia's video was just like, I just loved it.
It touched your heart, didn't it?
It did.
It spoke to you.
It did. It did. So I'm just going to walk you through it. Now, there's a couple things I want to
sorry.
tell you.
Yeah.
Is there are a lot of the Halloween things I used.
Okay. I'm
Because
just gonna
I said you're using
scroll
your
over
stash, you have to remember that some things Tim Holtz discontinues on you, and you wonder why.
just when you think it's
Yeah. And so there are some things I use that may or may not be available.
I need my glasses. I have to see if Chris will get my glasses.
There are some things that are here.
I think yours are too strong.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but thank
there
you.
are some things that are available.
You just keep talking. I'm going to ask Chris. Would you get my glasses?
Yes,
They're up on top of the Tombow markers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about that
So,
interruption. I'm
there
sorry.
are some things that I've used that may or may not be available. You may have them in your stash already. There are things that you can substitute. There are things, this is the good news, there are some things that I've used that are on sale today.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
25 or 30% off. I can't remember what, but here's the deal. Go online, type in Halloween, and I think there is a Halloween sale, and you will be able to know what's on sale and what's not, because not everything's on sale, but certain things
Or
are.
you can go to, like we showed him, you can click on go to shopping, and then his cute little face will come up. You click on his face, and that has everything that's Tim Holtz on sale.
Yes,
that
okay.
way, too.
And some of the things I used, we have plenty of.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start out by
Look
showing
all
you
this
what I
good, yummy
did.
stuff. Now that I can see it, that I put my glasses on.
So I'm going to, what I'll do is I'll set it up right here, and then I'll kind of lean over the
Yeah,
edge.
all
I don't
right.
think I'll get on my knees today.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. I don't,
Okay.
and I forgot to get my chair because
Oh,
then.
here.
No.
No, you go ahead.
Are you sure, Maggie?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I asked for a chair is because so I can get down at this level. Thanks.
There is.
Oh, hold on
there
we
is
have a.
on the website. It's called Tim Holtz Series, and everything that we're using, all the Halloween stuff, is under that tab.
Okay, so
on
is
our
it a
website.
shop online? And then.
Yep.
Okay.
Tim
thank you.
Holtz
It's the
Series.
second
Okay.
thing. It's right. It's
All right.
It's right at the top.
They'll see all the Halloween stuff. And
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
I hope
going to
that
try
makes
to make
sense.
this a little shorter than Tuesday. I think I got a little over
I think people
enthusiastic.
like it though, Maggie, so I think you're good.
Okay, so I started out by just gluing an 8.5 by 8.5 piece of that Curator's Meadow
Okay.
into the back. Now, when
Okay.
you're creating, sometimes you don't know what's in the future. So I had to go back and kind of pull out things and restart. So if I were to tell you now, I would say don't glue this in yet because there's a couple things you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, you learn.
You learn you would cut this down and place it into the tray.
Yes.
But do not glue it down as of yet.
Not
okay.
yet. But
Gotcha.
anyway, so then I decided I wanted to have an outdoor scene and an indoor scene.
Oh,
so when
gotcha.
you close this door,
Okay. And I'm going
It
to try to
looks-
get this on video as much as I can
it looks like the
without
front
making you sick.
of an apothecary.
Yes.
And then, so this is the outdoor, this is the door
Yeah.
coming in. And so then when you open up, this is the inside of the apothecary.
Gosh, I love it, Maggie.
So
Everything tells a story, doesn't it?
it does.
Yeah.
It does. And as you go on, you keep adding to your story. And
Yeah.
my husband will attest to this. It's like, are you done with that yet? No, I just
You're
want to
never-
add
I
one
know.
more thing.
You're
you
never
know?
done, though, are
Yeah,
you? Yeah,
yeah.
you walk away and you come back, and
So, and then on the
Yeah.
way here, he had an addition. He goes, well, you should have.
oh,
He was riding with me.
And you should have said, no, no, no,
You
no, don't
should
say
have.
anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And our husbands do always have something
Yeah,
to say
and I
about
says,
it.
well, now you have an opinion.
Yeah.
But, okay, so that's the basis for everything. So
Okay.
then what I did is I wanted to divide this. So I made this door, I think 5 inches.
Oh, I'm sorry.
5 inches by 9 because the outside dimensions are 9 by 9.
Okay.
And this was cut from a piece of heavy chipboard. Just a piece that's
Now,
a
are
little
you saying
heavier.
the door or what was cut?
door.
The door. Okay, thank you.
Started out with the door,
And so this is just heavy chipboard for
Yes.
the door. Oh my gosh.
and then I covered it with some wood grain paper, and it really wouldn't matter. This
Okay.
was just a scrap I had. We've got lots and lots of wood grain paper. In fact, Janine, do you want to grab a few pieces of wood paper that might work? So this was just a scrap that I had. So I, first of all,
I wish they could see how, I don't know, I'm going to get up close because after, it looks like, and I could be wrong, but it looks like you use some texture paste.
Crackle.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
See, you learned something.
I did. Oh, I did. Maggie, that was a fabulous video, and I did learn a lot. But yeah, look at it. So she used some crackle. And remember, if you put it on thicker, it will crack more. So that texture that you're seeing is that crackle paste.
So how I built up this door was I started out with my 5 by 9.
Just plain cardstock.
Then I took a 5 by 9 piece of wood paper, any wood paper, and I actually used a wood grained embossing folder. So you can see that there's
my.
actual wood grain.
Oh my gosh,
Because
Maggie.
the embossing folder isn't going to cover both,
I was just going to ask
I
that.
had to emboss one end and the other end, knowing that what didn't look real good
Oh,
would be
you
covered.
had a line because
Yeah.
your embossing folder would fit here and then there, and you
Yes.
would have a line, and that's where she covered it.
And look what Janine
you,
found.
Janine.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, that's a good one.
That
That's a spooky
is
one.
amazing one. Thank you, Janine. So any of these would work.
Yeah. And if you're like, gosh, but Maggie's is white, you can add more texture paste or crackle, and you will get that white look.
I think this might have been
Yeah?
the one I used.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that would have been the one
All
I
right,
used.
and this is a Simple Stories paper, and it is Simple Stories Birch White Grid. Right there you go.
But really, the only reason I used that one is because I had a scrap at home.
Yeah,
So you could oh, that would make a cool door too.
this is like,
Oh,
look
at that.
Yeah,
Look
look
at
at
that.
hinges. Oh, that's a good one too. Thank you, Janine.
Yeah, amazing.
All right.
But you can add texture by using a wood grained embossing folder. I used an old one I had, and I'm sorry, but I looked around the store today, couldn't find that one, but I'm sure that they're placing one on order.
Yeah.
Right now, I can't tell you a number or anything. But anyway, so then what I did is I wanted to put a window, and so I had this in my stash that I had to have, but that I hadn't even opened them until.
Oh, doesn't that happen all the
Yes.
time? And these are the window frames that Maggie used by Tim Holtz.
And you get
Oh,
all
thank
those
you.
windows.
And which one did you use?
I
I'm going to guess.
used that one.
Yep. So she used that one, and they are $7.99 for all those windows. All right.
So then what I had to do was to
Maggie.
take an Acu knife and cut out my opening for my window
From your paper?
from the paper
Oh,
and the
yeah, yeah,
chipboard.
yeah,
So once
gotcha.
this got
Okay,
glued
yeah.
onto the chipboard, then I cut out my window.
Oh, okay.
And I just measured what this window would cover, and I cut that out.
Okay.
So now on the inside, I used another piece. So if you're going to recreate this, you'll need 2 pieces of this.
2 pieces of your paper.
Unless you
okay.
want to use one and then just piece and cover your
Yeah.
seams with things. And you
Yeah,
can do that.
definitely.
Okay, so this is what I used on the inside. So now we have 3 layers. We have the wood layer, the chipboard, and this cream colored layer. Okay, so then after I did that, I cut the window out, and then I discovered I discovered this little package
I
of
love
fun. It's
these.
called Transparencies.
Yeah, maybe it's a teacher thing. I love transparency.
Well, in there you get all these transparent.
Here, I'm going to sit, kind of hold it up so it's not glary.
There we go.
Thank you.
You get butterflies and a skull,
Yep.
and look at this. This is
The web.
This is a translucent window frame.
Okay. So translucent means it's almost see-through.
Yes,
It's a
and I'm going to
shower.
show you
All right.
what it looked like. And so when I found that, I thought, oh my
She
gosh,
used
that has
right
to be my
there
window.
in her window.
Let me show it to you.
That fit absolutely perfectly in there.
Yes, well, and you have enough to make a couple windows.
Oh my gosh.
Where's it at here? Here it is.
It is the part 2 show of Maggie and Katie, but I'm channeling my inner
Appropriateness.
appropriateness.
Professionalism.
Yes.
So this is what I used. You could make a big
Look
window
at
and a little
that.
window. But I would call this translucent.
Oh yeah.
It's almost opaque, but you could see light through it.
Oh, that
So you
I
can
just
see.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Love
one of
those,
the
Maggie.
items in here. Now, somebody might say, well, I'm buying that whole package and I'm only using one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you develop your stash.
There. Oh my gosh, that is so
That's
true.
how you create that
That's how you
stash.
get stash. Yeah?
Okay, so that is the transparencies. And so what I did is I put it underneath the frame. So then when I opened this, I could see the back of it. So I found this came from, let's see, the ephemera.
Oh, is it
Right
right,
here, this, I think that came from the ephemera
Okay.
package. And there again, lots and lots of fun stuff, and I used some of that. I'll tell you here in just a little bit. But anyway,
there? Hold on 1 second, Maggie. I'm showing. Look at all those yummy.
do you see that
pieces.
right here, prescription druggist?
Yeah, not yet, but I'll get there. $5.99 for ephemera packs, and I buy the ephemera packs.
And
which
oh my
one?
gosh,
Prescription druggist. Yes,
Yeah.
because he's in it. You're in an.
In an apothecary. Yep,
Yes,
that's right.
it is. He the druggist.
He
Is he the
is. He's my
prescription
druggist. And I found him just laying in in my Halloween box, so he worked perfect.
Oh, but look at you colored his outfit.
I colored his shirt and his gloves using a Copic marker.
Oh, perfect.
And if you need the color of orange, I have it with me. It is, but any orange.
Yeah.
Maybe a darker orange would even work, but this is
All
the
right.
orange I
Can
use.
you just read it to us?
It is YR04.
YR04, yeah. And any orange would work.
Yes.
And Maggie, they are calling you the mixed media queen. I love it.
But
Tim's
look
the
at-
king, you're the queen.
This is a rub-on, but look what's in your ephemera pack is another crow.
Oh, isn't he a good size? Oh, this is
at
a
this.
rub-on? Oh, it
Yes.
is a rub-on.
This
you could put a
has
little crow by him.
93 pieces. So look at
It's
this.
very much
look
worth
what that
it.
could do for your
Yeah.
stash.
And then you can make one of those books that Diane makes and put your Halloween ephemera in those. Well, I think
So
there's
that
another
covered the back of the window.
That's
So I wanted to make sure that
fabulous.
it looked like that.
All right, and this is
Texture paste,
texture paste
opaque,
that she's
crackle.
Oh my gosh.
And then this was too plain for me. I didn't like it, so I had an old,
because you had just used this paper.
Yes.
And look at the difference.
and it was just a little too plain. So what I did is I found an old cobweb stencil of Tim's, and I'm sure that we can probably still get it. We just didn't have it over there today.
Yeah.
But I laid it over the top and then used black soot and inked
yes.
it. I just kind of wanted an eerie feeling.
I love it. I'm creeped out.
So then,
a good way.
over here, I found again. Okay,
Have I
here's a little
pushed you
tip.
like?
Here's a little tip.
Yeah. Okay.
When you are cutting little die cuts, let's say for a project you needed some spiders last year. So a tip is, last year when you're cutting those spiders, cut a few extra and throw them in your package so that all of
die.
a sudden you're going, oh, here's a spider, let's stick him on,
Yep.
you know?
That's very wise
And,
advice, and it gives you more stash.
Yes. And this came, okay, this I used a lot.
So this is a die cut that you had.
Yes,
of the
and I'm
little
going
die.
to show
Okay.
you 3 dies.
All
And
right.
I wanted to share with you these 3 dies that these are not part of the Halloween sale because we do not have them in stock, but we can order them. These
Oh, okay.
are 3 staple Halloween dies that they're almost like a must-have.
Yeah.
You always have to have a haunted house.
Yes.
And
this
see
one.
this?
Yes.
Okay, that shows up back here.
Oh, how Oh, creepy cool.
So I just cut my own hill and then put that up there.
And that came from this die. And this die is called, well, let me get it up here.
Is it a Halloween thing?
Happy Haunted? I can't read under the
Oh.
thingy.
It is
Thanks, Maggie.
Ghost Town 2.
Oh, Ghost Town 2.
There is a Ghost Town 1, which is haunted houses.
Yep.
But, okay, I'm going to tell you something. On the way here, you know how my husband had an idea?
Yeah.
And I said, nice timing.
Yeah.
Okay, he said, why didn't you put some kind of spooky clouds going across that moon?
Oh,
Look what I
'cause
just
you would
saw.
have the spooky clouds. Yep.
You could cut those out. A missed opportunity. I
Dang, but
didn't
maybe
see
you could do it.
Yes.
And then this one is
Bat Crazy, I believe.
Bat Crazy.
Yes.
Okay, and it has all sorts of different bats.
That I've used a million times.
Yep.
And there again, cut some extra, throw them in there.
Yep.
Here's a bat. Here's one of them right here.
All right.
Some of them are flying, some of them aren't.
And then this one, this is like a staple.
This is called
my
Frightful
favorite.
Things.
Yeah.
And that's where I got the spider. The
ghost.
ghost. There's 2 ghosts on there.
Yeah. Love
So if you do not have these, we can order them. They are not part of the Halloween sale, but they're just.
And I will tell you,
really use them.
I have that one. I have that one. And I have that one.
And I've used this so many times. The
I
witch's
do.
hat
Yep.
is really cool.
Well, and for a pirate party, I've used the skull and crossbones.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay,
It's just a good
so-
staple. And the sizes are smaller, so they're very
Yes,
versatile.
very little.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to the door. So that's where the
Yeah.
spider came from. And I just realized, we'll talk about that. This, the apothecary. These are word bands, I believe is what they're called.
Yeah,
You
they
get
are
4 of them.
word plaques.
Yes. And I just rubbed some orange
Bone
paint
collector.
across it.
And they are $5.99. And she put that at the top. And what was the orange that you rubbed on
I
it?
just rubbed some orange paint. And see these
okay.
little
Yeah.
little nail heads?
Yes.
Screw heads?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That is from an old, what you need?
That new die set that you just.
One of these. Yeah, go ahead and take them and look at them. Yeah, they're just,
But those aren't for sale.
yeah, they're just mine.
Is this a new one?
It was last year. We had it last year.
Okay.
These things, Tim puts those out in 2 sizes, and there again, it was in my stash. They're brads. But what I do is I cut off the prongs with wire cutters, or actually, I'm going to confess, I use my Tim Holtz scissors.
Yeah, yep.
And so I glue them on there so they look like they're screwed in there. But then I had to come up
on
with
the
hinges.
door.
I have them on the
too.
hinges,
Oh,
right here.
Maggie, look at the spine of the.
and I'll tell you
door.
how I did that too. Okay, so
I'm just gonna stop talking and watch.
probably the number one thing I used was this package called Baseboard Halloween.
Okay.
They're thicker. They're more than chipboard. They're thicker than even a thin chipboard. That I probably used the most.
So these are like thick chipboard
Yes.
pieces.
Is there a picture on the back showing?
Yeah.
So in this project, I used I used it as 31. I used the 31.
Mm-hmm.
I used this. I used this. So this I used. This I used. So out of all the bags and packages, that would probably be my number one item that if you wanted to make an apothecary, that would be a really good one to get.
And these are called just the baseboards. The Halloween
Baseboards,
baseboards.
yes.
Those are really
they're
cool.
thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I can see on your shelf.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
So
of
that
them.
came from there. That. The
Wonderful.
front. This. So that was my number one used item. Yeah. So this I glued on. I think I might sand this to make it look a little older.
Oh, I thought you had.
So then I'd sand it around the edge, but I might
Okay.
just sand it. 'Cause this is what I liked about this one. Its actual address is Farnham Street in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh my God.
And I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, and was down on Farnham Street many times. So
Crafty Kathy.
I love that.
Oh.
So how I finished it off was with rub-ons, And here again, he keeps changing his rub-ons. So I bought last year's, but I'm going to show you. Rub-ons can last forever. These have gone through class after class where I've given them to people. We just cut out what we need and use it. So I bet I've had this for 3-4 years, all these rub-ons. But I'm not sure you can get this anymore. This is one that you can get. It's not as Halloween, but a lot of those words and numbers and bugs and stuff can be used.
Sorry about the glare there. There we go. Oh gosh, yeah, this is
So one package of rub-ons can last you for years.
right.
And millions of projects too.
Okay, so again,
a commercial break when
this is not a kit. So
come on.
this is just to show it. Oh,
We have some visitors.
hello, welcome. Hello.
You're on TV.
Sherry.
Oh my gosh, I love it. They're not shy at all.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So we're so excited to see everybody and all the new products that we have. In the store.
Awesome.
So-
believe we made it this far.
Oh, yay!
So
Thank you.
I drive a lot. You drive some.
Yeah. She does share.
She's in charge of photos.
Yeah. And
What
the videos.
memories? What memories?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is our third trip. We've done in 2019 we went to Wisconsin and our trip was to go to Gina K's brick and mortar store. Now it's
I'm
closed.
so glad we did that because then she closed it.
And then last year we did the Ohio shop hop, and then this year we
We
made
added
our
a
own.
lot of stores though because
Yeah.
they only have 10 in their hop.
Oh my
This year we
gosh.
did the Midwest hop. We pretty much only did Michigan though, so we're going to hit Indiana on our way home because we don't want them left out.
So how long will you be
yeah.
gone?
5
We're
days.
returning
Are
Saturday.
you doing this all in 5
Oh
days?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked our itinerary that's all
Oh
scribbled
my
on?
gosh.
Lots of peanut butter and jelly and candy and chocolate.
All right, so tell us where you started.
with you?
We
Started in Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, because you're from Michigan.
Correct.
All right, gotcha.
I'm from Livonia, Michigan.
Okay.
Marion's from.
And you guys are going on a crafty tour.
in your town, right?
Oh, there's a fantastic store in Livonia.
Scrappy
Yes.
Cheeks. That's our
Yeah.
home store.
Okay.
Hi, Renee.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
So we drove through just the tip of Indiana, around Illinois, and up to
Pretzel City.
Pretzel City Paper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a very unique little store. And then
I have to say right now it says, oh my gosh, those are the two ladies that are crossing the states to go to craft stores. I've been following, I know. That's so funny. I've been following them, it just says.
yeah,
Yeah.
when we did Ohio, we had almost 1,000 followers.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of jealous people, I bet.
Oh, that is
So we went to
wonderful.
Christie's on Main Street, and she's going, will you come back into the craft room? And I'm like, what? Okay. And she goes, there was a big
They were
room.
having a big class, and they wanted their pictures
Picture
with
taken
us.
with her.
Oh, I love
We're
it.
like, really?
We're like, wait a minute, we're digging through stuff.
So many people want to travel with you.
Our picture taken.
Oh,
Yes.
we
will
will, 'cause we're gonna
definitely-
Oh my
post it.
gosh.
Post all that.
Yeah.
Oh my word,
So what
yeah.
a pleasure to be on video.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Last night we had the pleasure of staying at Scrap Mania's retreat house.
Oh, wonderful.
So if you're in
Nice.
get a group of ladies and head over there. It's
yes,
really nice.
the retreat house can hold up to 9, and it's so nice.
Oh,
By
wonderful.
yourself?
Yes. We had the
Wow.
It was wonderful.
nice.
Yeah.
So
Is
it was,
Very
there anybody
nice.
else you want to say hi to while you're on TV?
I could say hi, Mom, but she wouldn't know. Sorry.
That's okay, you
She's
can
got
still do it.
dementia. But
You can say it anyway.
Yeah,
Debbie and
absolutely.
Marie, please come with us next
Yes.
time.
Yes, because we tried to get them to come.
All right, and they're asking how can they follow you?
We're on Stamp Junkies, and we're on Traveling Crafters. So
Stamp
just
Junkies and
on
Traveler
Facebook.
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Okay.
So, yeah, just look for our name.
Oh my gosh, the girls are
And
just
if you want
freaking
to see our
out.
past trips, they're on there too.
Oh my
So,
gosh, and do you do this every year?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it takes a couple months to
Plan it.
plan it.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
then we put stores on, take them off, and we were also doing the Iowa quilt shop hop because there's 90 stores for that. We had 5 on it. We've missed 2. We've only been to 1. So
We're trying to squeeze in a quilt
It
shop
is.
along the way.
paper crafting trumps.
Oh.
Yeah. There's
Yes,
one
we
in
have a
here.
really nice
yeah,
one
a nice one.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
a quilt shop.
It's
Yeah.
on our list.
It might be on our list. We didn't bring in our paper.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
It just depends on the time. We want to do paper
I'll show
crafting.
you
Yes.
that paper.
Oh,
It's
my
really
word.
hilarious
I love
because,
it.
Like we'll put where we want to stop, and then we'll put how many minutes to the next stop.
And
So
half
then we'll
driving
go,
time.
okay, we're only allowed a half hour in the store.
Oh my gosh.
Or
I hope you don't have just a half hour here.
Oh, no.
no,
I know.
no, you guys.
Scrap
got a couple
Mania,
hours.
we only budgeted 2 hours. We were there 4.
Well,
Oh, my.
And we still didn't see
no,
everything.
actually, we went back at the
yeah,
end.
we did.
Okay.
After we went
went
and
there
saw
twice.
one of the Iowa Rocks, the Freedom Rocks.
Oh, the Freedom
Yeah.
Rocks,
Then
yeah.
we had to go back there to get a
Freedom paper.
scrap paper for the Freedom Rock.
Those
Yeah,
rocks
it
are
was
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Great idea.
Are you
And she
spending the night in Ankeny tonight?
No. We're heading to Missouri, and I did a little looking up, and I have a cousin in Missouri that I've never been to her house, and I love her so much. So we get to spend the night tonight with my cousin.
Yay, that's
She
wonderful.
goes, do you mind? I'm like, no, I don't mind. I'll meet your
Yeah.
family because I love you.
Oh, there you go.
We're perfect companions.
Yes.
You want to stop here? Sure, go.
And we also see there's a Goodwill right down
Yeah.
the street.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we
You
got
gotta
might
do
have
that.
to roam through there before we go to the next.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you should.
Yeah.
Okay, another, they just asked, they are laughing. It's short memory. Again, how did they follow you on Facebook?
We're in Stamp Junkies. We're posting, and we're posting in Traveling Crafters.
There you go.
We might
Thank
have to
you.
create our own page.
You might, yeah.
We
I
should-
think
we
you've
should
just
put
got
it on my
to.
page, but then my clients would know I'm out goofing around.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Uh oh. Yep.
We might have to do a mission.
I think we just got you several followers because people are like following. Yes. So yeah.
Jump
Well,
in a
thank you
car,
so
grab a
much.
friend, put on some tunes and travel.
Just do it.
Yes.
Great.
All right.
Music.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
Glad you're here.
How
Thank you.
fun. Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right.
thanks.
Thank
Nice
you.
seeing everybody.
Yes. Thank you. All right.
Let's see what we can buy.
Okay.
So,
right,
again, I
back
think
to
we
the-
were here. I'm hoping.
Oh,
I
yep,
think Diane ordered more of these for me.
Okay.
They're just great, and if you cut off the prongs, you just glue them on afterwards, which is what I did.
Okay.
Okay, another thing.
That
this
was
comes
from
from here.
the chipboard pieces.
Yep.
Okay.
And you know what? On the inside, see those right here and right here and right here?
Oh,
that
gosh.
all comes from those baseboard.
Okay. Trying to
I'm
tuck
kind
in
of
here.
jumping all over.
Nope, you're okay.
I was trying to come up with an idea for a handle, and
I love the rope, Maggie.
Well,
it's creepy.
I went back to my growing up days, and I grew up on a farm.
Okay.
And when the handle broke off, this is what farmers would do. is
they?
They'd just make a rope handle.
Oh my gosh, I just think that is creepy.
We had one of those on our barn. So.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm calling it creepy when
Yeah.
maybe it shouldn't be creepy, but I think it's just creepy.
So to finish this off, I would say that I just added a little bit of peat moss stuff, that old dried peat moss.
Yep.
And then I just took paint on my finger, orange paint, and just first I inked over the opaque crackle.
And what
texture
color
paste.
did you use?
Probably black soot. Here's the deal. I like to add a little depth, so I never use just one color.
Oh, that's right.
So
yeah,
this
sorry, I
color-
don't want to just go boom, boom, up
The
and down.
colors would be black soot and ground espresso.
Oh,
Those are my Halloween colors.
Okay, that's interesting. So a black and a
Yes.
brown, though.
So
but that
I
makes
just
sense.
inked kind of to make it look old, and so this didn't look white, and then the ink gets down into the cracks. And then I just took my finger and just went like this with some orange paint to give it some color.
I love it. And Cindy, she's going to tell us about the hinges, how she did those. So
Yes.
she's going to talk about that.
Okay,
The doors,
so-
and then we opened up the door. And again, we've talked about this.
Yes.
And the pieces.
He is from one of the, now I'm not sure if he's exactly in here, but anything
But
in here
any
could be
of
used.
these creepy people
Think about
are
that
good for. I know.
bride.
Wouldn't she be great? I thought so too. I
And
mean,
how many?
any
Do
of
you
the
get like
people.
100 people?
And let's see, they're the paper dolls, and
All different
$7.99, and there's 61 paper dolls in there, and
And
they're
the-
all different sizes and just creepy fun.
What's cool about this one is this is strictly Halloween. So
Oh,
all
I
the,
didn't
all the
realize
things
that.
will have something to do with Halloween. But
Okay.
here's an example. If you wanted to use this picture, but you wanted to look Halloween, just
Yeah.
take your orange Copic marker and color her wedding
Yeah.
dress orange.
Or green or purple.
Purple, put some
Yeah.
purple and green flowers.
Oh yeah,
They are
So much
amazing.
fun.
so much fun. Now, he would have made a good druggist right here.
Yes,
Doesn't
he would have.
look like-
Oh, yeah. Or
Yeah.
even she would look at her. She's like, this gal.
Yes, yes. So,
Yeah. Oh, gosh. So
love
many.
this.
And
Okay.
you could put a little child peeking out from behind. That's always creepy.
Yeah, so, but anytime you want to color anything, you just
We've used
get out your Copic
yeah.
markers. Yeah. Okay, so the hinge. Let's do the hinge.
Yeah.
I
So
was
on the
kind of
hinge.
was wrestling.
Do you want to turn it to the side or the other side so I could? That's you.
Oh, sorry.
Maggie, I'm not asking you to strike a pose, but that's
There we
okay.
go.
All right.
I
There
was
we go.
struggling with how to hook the door on.
Okay.
And then Diane showed me this. Now, this isn't Halloween, but I wonder if he'll come out with Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
But it's called linen tape. You get 2 rolls in there. And they're probably about an inch, maybe 1.25 inches wide. Just a little, about an inch.
Yeah.
And it's linen, and it's self-adhesive. You pull off the back.
Oh, is it one big strip or is
No,
it
it's
each color?
2. Well, it's patchwork. It's called patchwork.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
There we go.
wherever you pull it out, you're going to get a different look.
Okay.
But because I didn't want it to look like a grandma's quilt,
Right.
I just inked it really well. In fact, I would probably even ink it more.
And either use the gathered twigs
Or black
soot.
soot. Or the
Yeah.
ground espresso.
So it's just the fabric tape on there.
Yes, but
Yeah.
instead of relying on the adhesive back,
Oh, yeah.
I went ahead and used some really good liquid glue.
Oh, okay.
And so
That
I
would make
started
sense.
out by doing this. I started out by doing the front. And here again, I did it after the fact, so I had to shove that up underneath that window. If you were doing it
yeah.
the right way, you would have put that on before you put that window on. But
Okay.
it worked. And so then after I did that, then I glued this part on the side. And then I went around to the back. And then when I was done, I inked them and then cut off the prongs of these and just glued them on so it looked a little bit
those
more.
are just glued on. The
Yeah.
screw heads are just glued on.
Yeah, you can cut the
Wonderful.
prongs off and use them anywhere.
Those are
Okay,
fabulous.
so let's see. These are rub-ons. Again, they just look through and see what you can find or
But
use
here's your
an
fabric
ephemera.
tape again.
Yes, so I decided I didn't like it one-sided.
Yeah?
So I made it the same thing on the inside and I
like
matched it up.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so it's pretty sturdy. Okay?
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Now,
Maggie,
the
very,
outside
very nice.
of the box, I love, as Alicia said, anything goopy, anything old. So what I did is I took a palette knife, and I think I brought my palette knife.
All right.
Here it is. And I used texture paste opaque crackle right here.
All right. So it is the crackle.
It
And
is.
do not heat crackle.
Nope.
Yeah.
And Tim Holtz
Texture
has
paste
his
opaque
own
crackle.
version of that right here.
All right.
So same thing.
All right. Same thing.
Yes.
But it is Tim Holtz's if it says distressed. Crackle, paste.
And Katie
opaque.
was such a good listener yesterday. She's just letting me know everything she learned.
I am. I'm
So,
testing my.
What I
testing my
did
learning.
was I just took it on the back of my palette knife and I just went like this, leaving some places
Oh
undone.
wow! Look at the back of that thing.
Up here, I just love when some of it gets a little thicker and some of it stays
Yep.
thin.
And if it's thicker, it will crackle more.
Yeah, so see those big cracks? You don't want to cover the whole thing. You want to leave some undone. This is down the side. I didn't worry about the bottom. And then once it's dry, then I just went over it with ground espresso and black soot.
Perfect.
Any brown, I just like ground espresso around Halloween time because it's so dark.
I love it,
But
Maggie.
black soot, you have to have black soot.
Love it.
for Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the inside. I'm going to show you. Tim has come out with these. He's got 3 different styles. They're etc. They're the same stuff as the etc. tags are made of. Just that pressed stuff.
Oh, like okay, yeah. And it's called. What are these called?
They are called trims.
All right. So this is kind of more of a rounded one. That one has more of a jagged edge.
yes.
This one is more scallopy. For
So,
lack of better words.
The one that I used was the jaggedy one.
So
You
they
could
come in
use any
4
of them.
inch, 5 inch, and 6 inch. So the
Yes.
smallest 4, 5, and 6.
And just a reminder that let's say you wanted them all to be the smaller size,
Yeah.
you can cut them with scissors.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I just cut them and sand them a little bit,
And how
so
many are in a package?
you get five pages is what I would call them.
Okay, yeah.
So 15 pieces.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right.
But
Yeah.
today, because of, and I'm going to show you this later, but because of a past project, I have leftover sets of shelves. So I used 3 sets. So you're going to get 6 pieces for $2.49, and this is until supplies last.
Okay, so that is on these shelves.
There's
Maggie
2 parts.
used those little pieces.
There's
on
2
her
parts.
shelves. Oops.
There's a skinny part that goes
200.
underneath flat, and then you rest your shelf and glue it
Oh,
down.
I see. So this is one.
For example,
so
right
these
here.
are shelves.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So if you look at this, Katie,
That light bulb went on again. It was very bright, wasn't
this
it?
part is going to be your bottom part.
Yep.
That's going to go flat against the back. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the shelf that sticks out.
Perfect.
And
I do get that. I understand that
glue
now.
works perfect.
Just the liquid glue to
Liquid
here.
glue, yes.
I did not.
And because you put
I
this
learned
part
something
on
new.
first, it
The-
provides a little resting place
Okay.
for this.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you can get 15 pieces, or today, until supplies last,
Yep.
we have a set of 3.
3 for $2.49. So this
Yes.
will make your shelves.
Yes.
Awesome.
So what I did is I tried to decide where I wanted to put those shelves, and I wanted a smaller section, but I did want a bigger section because I wanted to use these vials. And I have to apologize. One of my eyes fell down, and he was already glued in there.
But you know what? That's going to happen in life.
Yeah.
If you would, well, hopefully not, I guess. But
Not in everybody's life,
Not in
but-
everybody's life. But hey, I think
Yeah.
it's perfect that it's facing down.
So that's how I
so
put
creepy.
the shelves. Now, when I was designing this, I just kept thinking of new ideas.
Yeah.
So sometimes I did things backwards.
Right.
If I were to redo this again, I would have put this crackle paste on first, but I didn't.
Oh, that's right,
So-
because that is the paper. That's the paper
Yes.
you put on. So you put the paper on first, and now you're saying that you would put crackle on it.
After I figured out where my divider was going to go, I would add this crackle paste. But it didn't matter because I just took my little palette knife and just dabbed in there and actually hit this accidentally, and I liked it.
Yeah.
And then I wanted it to be up here. So it just kind of made it look a little more, it just didn't look old and creepy enough. So I just added that after the fact. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so
So
You
did
put
you
your shelves
did you
in.
glue your paper down? You said not to glue it down. Have you glued your paper down yet?
you can before you start doing your shelves,
Okay.
yes. But the reason I said to wait is I'm going to show you how I did this moon.
Gotcha.
Okay, this divider right here is basically just 3 pieces of heavy chipboard.
Trying to get an
3
angle
or
on
4
this.
pieces, depending on how thick your chipboard is.
Oh my goodness, the divider
And
is.
I glued them together, almost like you would make plywood.
Or
What do you
these.
need? Oh, right here.
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Interruption.
Yep. So, this is just 3 or 4 pieces of chipboard glued
I'm
together.
gonna see if I can get right up. See how that is? Right
So-
up close.
Here's how I made it. I took 1 inch by 8.5, and I cut about 3 or 4 of them.
1 inch by 8.5. Am I on the shelf? Oh, I am.
Yeah. Then I glued them together and clamped them. I just had some clothespins, or you could
Oh,
use
yeah.
rubber bands
Okay.
or whatever. And then once it was dry, I took my sanding tool and sanded the edges so that they were make sure they were pretty straight.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just glued it in there.
Just
and
on the
held it.
bottom?
Just put some
Some
glue on the
glue at the
bottom.
bottom. Which won't matter if your glue comes out
It
because,
doesn't.
yeah.
And you know what? If it does, I do this. Go along
Oh,
there.
good to know. Yeah. And plus, it would just add to the creepiness.
It
of
does. It does. So that's how I made my divider. It was just like basically how you make plywood.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
We just had a building lesson.
Yes. So that's how I built the inside. And so then I'm just going to tell you, these are called putka pods. You can find them in the fall in craft stores.
Oh, okay.
They're natural. They're a little natural pod that they dye bright orange, and they're called putka pods or putka pods. Not sure.
They're under the Tim Holtz series.
All right, these are you'll find under Tim Holtz series, And these are also her little specials. Ones are online also.
Now, here is an example. Tim Holtz packages.
They're wondering if you could sometimes show you how they constructed the door, like how you got it on there time, like to show it's live.
Well, and I will show them just a little bit how I kind of did it.
Okay, so just in quick review, Maggie, if I was to start this project, I'd cut my paper first into the tray, right?
Yes.
And then I would put my
I
this
would
on?
take that paper out and work on this first
Okay.
before
okay.
I put it back in, because I did this after the fact and it
Oh,
worked.
yeah.
But it would have been much easier had I done it
How
first.
do you not? So you're saying cut your paper, do the moon.
And figure out where you're going to put this.
Yeah, okay, good to know.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Yep.
All right.
And
let's
there
continue.
again, I did a lot of this after the fact because I kept thinking of things I wanted to add.
yeah.
But it
So
would have
this
been
is
easier
that
to know.
just mossy stuff.
Yes, that
and then
can
you
buy,
have these.
You can buy that in the
pod
craft
things?
store. These are called PUTKA,
Okay.
putka pods.
All right.
And they're dried pods of some kind, and you can order them online or you can buy them at a craft store
Okay.
in the fall. And they dye them bright orange, and they make perfect pumpkins.
They
All
look
you
up
do
here,
is
too.
add a twig at the top.
Oh, there goes the light bulb again.
Yes.
I was like, how? Okay.
So I cut the little
You
twigs
added
and added
the twigs.
but otherwise
Okay.
they make perfect pumpkins. Now Tim
Gotcha.
Holtz does have a package of his pumpkins, but it only comes. Let me see if I can find that, Katie.
Yeah. Okay. So then you can see that she added them up here
I don't see any
and
of his
up there
pumpkins.
too. So she added.
They're
the
gone. Okay.
sticks. And it looks like here
Okay,
she
Katie,
added.
they
yeah.
are gone, and they
Oh,
are
okay.
they were last year's, and I don't think we can get any more. But he made a package of like 4 pumpkins and 3 skulls. And
yeah.
my guess is he'll come out with more of the skulls for the new Halloween stuff.
Okay.
But the pumpkins were kind of waxy looking, and to tell you the truth, I really like these puka pods.
And you just bought them at a craft store. Those
Yes,
little
or you
orange
can order them
things.
online.
Yeah, and then add the twigs.
Add
you
the twigs.
Add them yourself. Gotcha.
I just cut twigs up.
Okay. My
Okay.
gosh, my light bulb's been going off left and right today.
Here is these vials. This
Yeah.
was something that inspired me there.
I love these. These are so.
I turned them
creepy.
upside down because I thought that they would glue in better.
Yes.
And there again, I put the little eyeballs. Here's the eyeballs.
These are the best.
And I ink them, and I know they're non-porous, so the ink doesn't really stay on there if you were to handle them.
Right.
But if you're putting them in there, it doesn't matter. So I ink them a little brown.
And there, yep, I can see that.
And-
it's upside down
Yeah.
and with some
peat moss.
peat moss in there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are creepy.
And then these, like I said, he had packages that it was a mixed package. I'm sure he's going to come out with more of these.
Look at
But
the eyes.
I used this. Any orange sparkle that you have, but I had. Oh, here's those pumpkins that he puts out. And he probably will have those this year again too, but I don't know. Either one.
So this is his pumpkin.
So I just used a sparkle orange for the eyeballs. This happens to be Stickles, but I think Nouveau Drops has them too.
Okay, so you just use Stickles or Nouveau, and those
yeah.
are his. Oh, and his pumpkins are a little bit flat on the bottoms
Yes,
too.
so they would glue in nicely.
Yeah. Yep.
These are some of his baubles. Last year
Yes.
he put out clear ones, and you can just color those with alcohol inks. And I started out with, I think, a sunshine orange, colored them, let them dry, and then I went over them with mushroom because that makes them old looking. So those I just happened to have in my stash, and I threw them in there. We have some of these bottles that we ordered, and they are coming in.
Those are great bottles.
And
you just made it dirty.
what I did is I put mushroom alcohol ink on it.
Yep.
And then what I did is I went over it with translucent crackle paste.
Oh
just to get
my
it.
gosh! to
Just
make
'cause I had it, yes.
crackly.
Okay.
All right, you forgot the bones in this test
Okay.
too. The femurs.
Yep, the bones. This is called Boneyard. And I put them in the vial, and then I laid some up here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is just so awesome. 'cause
And
it's just
then
so creepy.
these are called mini flares, I think. They're
Oh,
little
like right here?
buttons. Yeah,
that one. in
that
there.
right there.
Oh, yeah, These are great too. That's a great
Yeah.
way to show those because sometimes I'm not quite sure how to use
Yeah,
these.
but they're not a pin because there's no pin on the back.
Right.
But that's what they look like.
Yeah. So it's a flare, but a sticker.
Yes.
A sticker flare.
And then this is just plain cheesecloth. Tim does have mummy cloth, but we were out and I did not have any, so I just used cheesecloth that I stained or dirtied up with black soot and ground espresso. We actually have packaged little pieces of this
Oh, wonderful.
for 59 cents.
Oh, a little cheesecloth. A little
Yep,
cheesecloth
little
goes a long
pieces.
way.
Yes, you can stretch it out, and so I added that in there. I added some here. And let's see. Yes, right in here. I added more twigs over here. Those are free. You can get them out in your yard. This I happen to have.
What about this?
Okay, that's just another little bottle that was in my stash.
Okay.
And I think we might even have one
some twigs in
package
it.
of those over there.
Okay.
But I wanted to share with you.
Labeled as mummy cloth.
Oh, it's called mummy cloth. Very good.
That is called mummy cloth.
And so you'll find it online. This little beware sign, I just used a stick to make the thing that it sits on. And this is out of the ephemera pack, the beware.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yep.
So out
And
of the ephemera pack.
I cut it up so it didn't look so perfectly rectangle.
I noticed, and I love the way that you cut it. And tell us about the spider and his.
Well, there again,
back.
that spider came from this
Oh, the die.
Yes, it's right here. I cut it out of black, and then what I did, and I realized I forgot to do it on this one, so I'm going to go back and do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I
just-
noticed this spider has a big back
Yeah,
too.
I
A
took
big.
glossy accents and covered him, so
Oh.
it made him look more 3D.
Yeah, that's kind of chilly.
Yeah, I like
Like,
it.
ugh.
So I'm going to go back and do the front one.
And there's the ghost. From
Okay,
that.
now
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
know
this
if
is
Donna's
so
watching,
good.
but Donna was here last week and she was asking me some things that I thought I would be using.
Okay.
And so I was pulling things and I said, oh, you have to have these little tacks. But then I started making this and I'm going, I didn't use the tacks and I promised Donna I was going to. So I took the tacks and put them here. I love these little tacks. They're like the real thing that farmers.
Oh my gosh, these tack nails.
You know when you go up to a telephone pole that people use to advertise their garage
Yes.
sales? You'll see a million of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're tack nails, $4.99.
So if you didn't have these, you could go out and find a telephone
There you
pole
go, and pull out your own.
Yes.
It'd be like get
Yes.
yourself a stick and a tack.
Okay, now.
And so you use those up there.
yeah, just to add some dimension and some things.
and
This is
that
a little
spider's
rub
a little
on.
rub on, I would guess.
Yes.
Yep.
And here's
Love
a
'em.
ticket that came from the ephemera pack. I just wadded it up and inked it.
Oh my gosh, Maggie, this is like you and Alicia. You guys make these things and you find little surprises. The more you look at it, I find more things.
And that's what you do is you just
Oh,
keep adding
yeah.
and adding. And this is just a giant twig that I found.
for free.
For free. This
your
is
yard?
free,
Yeah.
yes. And so what I'm going to show you is two things. This
Okay.
is the hinges. Again, were just pieces that were about 1 inch wide and maybe 2 inches long.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
just started out by gluing. I started out by gluing them here, here, and here.
Okay.
Okay, and again, this was the last thing I did, so I had to shove that up in there.
Because you
And
had already
then-
created, yeah.
Yep, and then I laid it on here kind of like that so I knew where it went, and then used liquid glue and glued it here, and kind of let it dry in between so it wouldn't move on me. And then I didn't want it to stop here, so I put it around. And so it does have adhesive, but for something like this, I would definitely use liquid glue.
Yeah,
This one I cut a little thinner because I wanted it to fit in between
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And then I just added those. You just cut the prongs off. And I know Diane ordered these.
Okay. Those are great.
Okay, so the one thing I want to share with you is I'm going to show you how I did the moon. And it
All right.
was so fun.
And this would actually be one of the first things that you would do is to create this moon with your paper, and then she's going to show us how to do the moon, and then Maggie suggests to put in your divider and then your shelves, and then go for it. Gosh.
Okay,
I think I could do this.
last year I bought this when it first came out, threw it in my cupboard and kind of forgot about it.
Okay.
Well, it's called the moon mask.
the moon mask. Okay.
Yes. And
Oh, here,
moon
why
mask.
don't I show one that has the actual moon
Yes.
mask in it?
Yes.
There we go. And it does come with product, not blank like Maggie's
Yes.
was.
And it comes with
This is
6
interesting.
pieces.
Okay.
It comes with the mask and then the front part.
Okay.
This size. This is the size I use, the mask. Can you tell? Didn't even clean it off.
No, yeah.
And then the front part.
Okay.
And then if you want it a little smaller. So you have 3
oh,
sizes.
so those are 3 moons.
Yes.
Okay.
So what I
love
would
it. I'm gonna move this if you don't mind.
is that you. I'm gonna
I don't
just
want you to lose your
set this
lose
right
your
here.
pumpkin.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So once I measured how far that door was going to come over, I think it's 5 inches wide.
Look at this. Look at this. This is some crafty creating over here. Okay.
Okay.
So you're measuring. You are making the moon.
So I measured 5 inches because that's how wide my door was. So that's the part that I had to
Oh,
fill
right,
in.
right. Yeah.
So let me see if I have a little pencil, so that will help.
That just makes sense that you would measure your door where you wanted, and then whatever your door was, 'cause
Yes.
your door is going to cover this part.
And the
then
only
rest
thing
of
I
it
would say
be where
is
your
you
moon's
don't
gonna
want
be.
your door to be half and half. You want it to
Oh,
be,
just
a little
right.
bit off-centered, so it wasn't perfectly
yeah, so
in
it's
half.
Not perfectly. That makes sense.
So
That's
you
a
don't
good
have
little
to do
advice.
5 if you don't want to, but that's what
Yeah.
my door was. So I'm
Okay.
just going to, again, I did this after the fact, but this is how I would do it.
You
if
would
I
do
was
it
doing
like
again.
just like you're doing today.
Yes.
Okay.
So I did it after I already had the divider in. And okay.
Donna says, "Thank you for showing that great use of the tacks."
You are welcome. Donna, I didn't want to sell you those
I
tacks
know.
and then not use them.
Oh, shame.
Okay, so this is the side that's going to have the moon. This is the side that's
Okay.
going to have the moon. Okay?
Yeah.
So basically, I used this side. Again, I did it after the fact. I did it inside, so it was a little more difficult.
Yeah, but this is gonna be easy, right?
So what I wanted to do is because I'm doing it correct way this time, I would maybe slightly have it off.
Oh, okay.
Where-
So Maggie, I'm going to show over here. Actually, I'm going to bring this a little bit
If
closer.
you look at
if
mine,
don't
it was
mind.
already in the box, so I
Yeah.
had to just drop it down in there.
Yeah. So it's not as off-centered
Yes.
or off-side as you would have
So if
liked.
I were doing it again, I would put it a little off.
Look at Maggie.
Okay.
They can even stand it on the table. If you
Here,
can pull
get that ruler
yeah.
out of there.
Look at that. It just stands on the table.
Okay, so all I
Creepy.
did was
All
take a
right.
little black soot. This is the mask part of it.
All right, yeah. So show it. That's the solid one, right?
Yes.
The big solid one. Yeah.
And what I was going to do is my original plan was I was going to color the inside with yellow.
yeah.
But after I saw the way it looked, I thought, I'm not
yeah,
touching
no,
it. So
'cause-
basically, I just went like this and colored in. And keep in mind that I was doing it inside the box.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how you did that. That's impressive to do it inside the box.
You know, don't worry about it if you get a little bit over
Mm-hmm.
because it'll be covered. But I just kind of did that, and just kept.
And did you start just kind of like a little review there? Did you start when you like right now?
Start
you
off the
start.
paper.
Yep, there you go. Start off the
Start
paper.
off the paper because otherwise you're going to end up with little round circles,
Yeah.
and we'll try to work those out.
Yeah.
But, so if you just keep rubbing, eventually you can get that blended in.
Mm-hmm.
But you want it darker down here than around the moon. So
Oh, yeah.
you could leave a little bit to glue or to glow, you know.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
But this is black soot.
They are begging for online class
Oh God.
for this. Please, please, please. And that's not the first time I've seen that.
Oh my gosh.
Please, please,
You know
please.
what? This was such a fun project, mainly because I could just keep adding
Just keep
and
doing,
adding
yeah.
and adding.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
People even think
There we
they
go.
could do something like this for Christmas. Have a
Oh,
door
yeah.
for Christmas.
Oh,
Oh, gosh,
toy
can you imagine?
store?
A toy store.
toy store or a candy store.
Oh, Maggie.
Oh.
There you go. There's your next
a
there's your
Christmas
project.
toy store or a Christmas
And you can
candy
open it
store.
and have a big tree in the back somehow and lights.
Or
Christmas
the
lights.
tree could be outside.
The tree could be outside, yes.
Oh, my
Maggie.
gosh.
Okay.
So, you know what? I looked at that and I thought, I don't think I would want to
No.
put yellow.
And I'm going to
And
try to kind
I'm
of shoot
just
it up
gonna
above
try
here.
to get this a little more smooth. But you can make this as dark as you want.
Oh,
But
that
this
looks
is the
so
clincher. This
creepy.
is the cool part of this.
So that was just the mask, and now you're putting on the.
We're going to do another mask.
Oh gosh, I have to watch through my video.
And
on
I'm
that
going to
in real
have
life.
to see. I don't think there's a rhyme or reason. I suppose if you studied the moon, you'd kind of know where those craters are. But
Yes.
okay, so
And what color are you using?
black soot, but very, very little. I'm not even putting pressure on this.
Okay.
I'm just going over it.
What about a spring garden shed?
Oh my gosh!
And you can add
Okay.
gumdrops.
So
to your
see, oh my gosh, how cute! So notice I did not
yeah,
put pressure.
Right, I do
kinda-
notice. Oh,
Isn't that just the cool?
Oh,
coolest
it
look?
does add such an awesome, amazing, stunning. Look at that! I'm going to come in right on close in that.
And if you will
I think if
notice-
you would have made it yellow, it wouldn't have
Yeah.
like matched.
Oh my gosh. And if you want this darker, you can make it
Yeah.
darker. But then after the fact, after this was all done, I splattered it with black paint.
I wondered. I was going to ask. So when it's all done, you just
When it's
splattered
all
it.
done,
Yep.
yes.
Did you use the splatter brush?
I did. With black
splatter brush?
acrylic paint, yes.
Okay. Oh, it is, Tammy, I agree. It is beyond amazing.
But
that she
this
does
moon
this.
mask, like I said, I threw it in my cupboard last year, never looked
Yeah.
at it. But
Oh, it's
I
the
am
perfect
just
Halloween. I just
amazed.
think of cards or even in the background of a scrapbook layout page or a mini book.
And
or
if you
this.
wanted to,
Oh my.
Katie, you could put this back on,
The mask?
the mask, and if you wanted to, I was thinking, how could you make it look more glowy? You could take a little bit of yellow
Oh, you could, couldn't you?
and just
Yes.
barely put it around, and then
Yep.
you'd get that moon glow.
Yep. That would be really
That
cool
would be
too, wouldn't
something
it?
I would do. So
Would you say like a mustard seed?
a mustard seed, maybe squeezed lemonade.
That's the only yellow I know the name of.
Fossilized amber.
Okay.
But barely put any pressure, but I really
Yeah.
think that you could make it glow.
So cool.
Yes. Okay.
That is awesome.
So I
Oh
know
my
this was kind of bits
gosh.
and pieces and stuff, but
But you know, Maggie, I think what
Anybody
I
can do
got,
this.
from it was the details of it and then how to do the basics of it. And then you just put what you have in your stash,
Yes.
just start putting it on the shelves.
and what I do is I
laying
keep
it
a
out.
bin that just all my Halloween stuff goes in. And
Oh, yeah.
it's not pretty, ladies. It's not pretty.
well, you know, it doesn't
But
have to
I'm
be useful.
going
Some
down,
people
oh,
are
maybe
very,
I can use this.
Oh,
Maybe I can
and
use
I have
that.
seen her dig before, so.
So, but
it
I'll
is
tell you
amazing,
what,
Maggie.
I have learned that the process is,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing this more and more. When I knew I wanted to make this,
Yeah.
I went and I got everything Halloween and I just laid it out, just
So
like
all
this.
your Tim Holtz stuff just
like
all
that.
all in front of you. So she
And-
laid it out just like this,
because
including the yellow ruler.
by taking it out and having it in front of you, and then I went and got my dies. Any die that was Halloween, laid it there.
Right.
And if you're lucky, you have some extras tucked in there that you
Oh,
had made.
yeah.
But that's what's going to get your creative.
Mm-hmm.
If you say, "Oh, I got to go find that spider web," okay, now you got to go down the basement, look for it. It's not the most creative way to do things. So just lay it out. Get all your stuff out.
That's a great idea, Maggie. Great advice.
You're going, "Oh my gosh, I've got those bones. Now I can add it."
Yeah.
Oh, look, I've got.
And I will say I am guilty of, what could I put in here? Oh, I bet I can make an eyeball, and then I have to go get the eyeballs.
Yes.
Or then I have to go
Yes.
get it. But that's a great idea to
But
put it all in
lay
front of you, so
everything
you'd
out.
have
and
just.
in fact, I'm going to tell you, Katie,
Yeah.
I started about 2 days before I started creating. I'd find stuff and I just
Oh, that's a
throw
great
it on the
idea
table.
too. Or just get a bin and just like if you're
Yes.
going through stuff and you know
So
Halloween, you're
it
going to
was
throw
all
it in there.
when I was ready to start, because that's where
Just
you
love
go,
it.
"Oh, I can add this, or I can do this." or-
Well, yeah, with the shelves.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask, how did you decide where to put your shelves? Like, how did you know you're going to be a bigger one, or did you think I'm
Well,
going to
I knew
use
I wanted a
those
big
tubes?
one because I knew I had those tubes.
Okay.
So I definitely knew I wanted a big one, and I didn't want
All
them
right,
all to
yeah.
be the same. So,
That's great.
and I wanted to just use 3 because then that way I had all those extras so that we could sell them to people
Right.
if they only wanted
Yeah,
like 3.
exactly.
But have fun finding those putka pods or
Yeah.
putka pods or whatever. And okay, Halloween's not over
I
yet.
know.
Okay, this
Yes,
is last
this is like-
year's. This is last year's kit.
You leave
this
it right
is a
there,
kit.
Maggie. This
Okay.
is so Maggie usually does some big, what did I say, big Halloween
Mixed media.
and this was last year's that she created. It's on a tag. It has Halloween. It has
Lights.
Oh my gosh, lights. Look at that.
Has an old twig.
Oh my gosh.
And see these
some
shells?
eyeballs, some shells.
That's where we got all those extra shells because I didn't
you only
use
used
all of
two
them.
of them, and paper and
So for
Maggie.
the best part, and then on the back, I made a little pocket that you can put your little battery in.
Oh,
see?
and your light.
So
'cause
we
it turns
can
off and on.
turn it off
Okay.
and turn it on.
Oh, that is great. Can you
Now-
imagine just and Halloween
This is
have
the
it
most
in the dark?
Yes, this is the most exciting part. I did. I took it in the bathroom, turned the lights off, showed it to my
Not the
grandkids.
closet, but the bathroom. I love it.
So the best part of this is we had some leftover from last year. So I brought them out of the archives. They are regularly $43.99 and unbelievable stuff what you get in this kit.
Because you get everything to create that
Yes.
tag.
Yes.
Yes.
Plus directions, plus a photo.
I have goosebumps. Is that weird?
Today we are offering this special where if you purchase this kit, you get a $15 gift card.
Wow.
Our Halloween special.
I love it.
Yes. And
That
so the
is
kit
so
comes like this.
fun.
I wanted to make it kind of like spooky. So I made a tag.
And so it's the kit, and it is called Halloween.
Just Halloween, I think.
Halloween, etc.
Halloween. I think it's
I know
just called Halloween.
Okay, Halloween, yeah.
Yes.
So if you purchase that, then you are going to get a $15 gift card.
And it is under, we had a little piece of paper. If you're looking for it, it would be under Halloween Mixed Media Kits.
Wonderful.
So, I wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to end by giving you a sneak peek of tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I was just like,
This is amazing. If you
And
li-
this is
this is
Diane's.
Diane's. If you
Tim Holtz.
like Tim Holtz, oh my gosh.
But look, she kind of did the same thing,
Yes.
but she did it in a different way that I'm sure she'll
she
show
did
you
all of her
tomorrow.
signatures that way, and so she's the one
wow,
who gave
with
me
the
some
tape.
to try.
Yep.
Okay, so she's going to share this, and I'm just going to show it very quickly.
So this is a sneak peek, and Diane
Yes.
will be showing how she created
It
Oh
is
my gosh, it's
amazing.
like loaded, isn't
Just like Alicia, she used real photos. We'll just flip through it because she's
Oh my
going to
gosh.
show all of this. It is amazing.
it? It is.
So that's tomorrow.
That is so cool. I'm
and
sorry,
Katie,
I did not.
one last thing.
Oh,
We're
yes,
going
yes,
to
yes.
we're just going to scan across here.
Okay.
This is our Halloween section. A lot of this is on sale, but you're going to have to go online and double check. But most of the Halloween is on sale. There's your paper dolls. These are your baseboards, the ones that I used a lot of. This is your transparencies. This is, I did not use these, but could have. There's your eyeballs. This is a stamp.
This is like, I love this stamp.
It's very creepy. but
It is
that's
very
Tim.
creepy, but I love that it says condemned. I mean, that just creeps you out when you see that.
But this would have been cool to use on the inside of the apothecary.
Yeah, very cool.
A couple die sets that are on sale,
That's a good pumpkin.
and the boneyard. There are your pieces of mummy cloth. Here's your Halloween test tubes. Again, you can use them upside down or either way. Again, I dyed those with mushroom alcohol.
Did you do the outside or the inside?
Outside.
Okay.
There's your tax, Donna.
The Donna tax.
Yes. And here are some adornments, so you could use the skulls and the spiders somewhere. We have this. This is label tape. It's got some Halloween, and that would have been kind of cool to put on there too. This is sticker book.
Okay, look at what my favorite part of this sticker book. Yep, is right.
Parts of books.
No,
Did you know
keep
that
going.
these are lines from actual books?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they're actual lines that they cut out of books, and so that is the original.
Really?
The original look. So that's why they all look different.
I did not know that.
They're
That's
from
even
books.
more cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So what did you want me to show you?
Keep going. Keep going.
These would have been cool to put in.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you're
Oh my goodness.
talking about the back.
yes.
Oh my
With
gosh.
the pictures, you could stick those in there, but then they have the little masks. I love that.
So that would have been cool sitting on a shelf.
Oh yeah, or just sitting in the background. Ew. creepy.
These, we have
And
these.
the whole thing that started
And
it. The
we
tray.
even have these.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I believe these signs are on sale. There's Boulevard and Trick or Treat Street.
And get it now while
Yeah.
Well,
They're
it's available.
$17.49, but I believe they're on sale.
Yeah, I think they are too.
Yeah.
Those would be fun to put up.
Okay, well,
the
I'm
yard.
done.
Oh,
and
Maggie,
I tried to
wonderful.
keep it shorter. But
And you know what? But it's such good information of how to do it, and so inspiring.
But my advice to you is just lay out all your Halloween stash and just have fun playing.
And I think that's perfect. I think that's great.
Yes.
So tomorrow we have Diane, and she's going to show, like Maggie showed us, that preview of that book. If you have any questions, give us a call at 515-965-1102. As Maggie's eyes get big, it's
I
like,
do
is
it
she
every
gonna
time.
remember?
I'm like, I can never remember.
Yeah. So
I
also,
have given my own personal phone number before.
oh, whoopsie daisy.
By mistake, yes.
There was something at the very beginning. Did we talk about a kit at the beginning, or what did we? Someone had asked about putting their name in the book for something, but make sure to call the store and tell us exactly what you want. The prime example, I have forgotten what it was, and then
Yes.
sometimes they don't show up. So if there's something you want to be put down for or want us to order, please give us a call or send us an email. And so forth. That's just better, and guaranteed that we'll get you in the book that
Yes.
way. All right?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.